So how are you? What's your name?
I'm Lisa Marie.
Hi,
And
Lisa Marie.
my name is Roosevelt, like the president, or the old president, Teddy Roosevelt.
All right, Roosevelt. What's going on, my man?
Not much. Everything's good. Everything good with you?
Everything's all right. You know what I mean? Just living the Italian life.
I was just
I
talking to
see
Lisa
it's so
about that.
beautiful over there. You always post such beautiful stuff.
Yeah, no, it is nice. I mean, a little too laid back for me, but it's nice. You know,
From the
they're always
YouTube videos.
take a lot of breaks here. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they still doing the whole COVID thing and all that?
No, that's not really the case anymore here. I mean, it's you know, people are wearing masks and being you know, cautious or whatnot, but it's not really that much of a big deal here as it, you know, was when it first started. I mean, now I think they're kind of over it, you know.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, it gets old like everything else, you know. After a while, things
Oh,
get
for
old,
sure.
you know. So
All right.
hopefully everything opens up soon so that I can get to see my kids and everything, because this is ridiculous.
Oh, I bet. I'm sure. And you got 4 girls, right?
Yeah, they're all dying to see me, and I'm dying to see them.
That girl.
Yeah. You know,
Awesome.
you gotta do what you gotta do. But it's not so bad here, though. You know what I mean? It's okay. But I'm ready to like travel and start seeing different things, and you know, get a little closer to home so I can see the family. You know,
Of
this
course,
is
of
like
course.
I might have been born here, but this is like a foreign country to me. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
been
you
so
were over
long.
here for so long, right? I saw you came from, what was it, Serrano, Italy, and then you went to Paterson, New Jersey?
No. I came from Salerno, Italy, and then
Salerno.
yeah, and then we migrated, I guess, in Paterson.
Oh, nice. I'm from the Bronx. I mean, it's way far, but
Yeah, it's not that far from the Bronx, but it's different. You know what I mean? I pretty much was you know, I was raised there. You know what I mean? This is like a foreign country to me, but I adapt like anywhere else. You know what I mean? I've been worse places, so I mean, it's okay. It's not so bad. It's better than where I was. Put it that way.
I
Yeah,
bet. How's that?
I wanted to start from the beginning because I know that you came to New Jersey at 1 year old, correct? With your parents?
Yeah, I was not even a year old. Yeah.
At 1 year old, and then from that going up, going to New Jersey. How was it growing up?
It was good, just like a regular, you know, growing up in Paterson. I grew up in Paterson, and then grew up in Lincoln Park. You know, I think when I was 10 years old, we moved to Lincoln Park, and Lincoln Park to Montville, and that's where I pretty much stayed. I actually went back to Paterson when I was 17. You know, I bought my first couple houses when I was 23 in Paterson, and you know, that's where it all began.
Okay.
You know.
And you was into the real estate too? 'Cause I know you say you bought a couple houses. So what made you say, let me get into properties and houses?
Well, my father always, you know, bought and rehabbed houses, so I learned from him how to rehab them and, you know, do all that. And then I just started buying houses at age 23, and just continued doing it until they shipped me over here.
Oh, man.
So from that, at 23, did you meet Teresa yet or no?
Yeah, no, I've known Teresa since since she was born. I mean, my father drove her father to the hospital when she was born.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow.
So they know each other way before we were born. They know each other growing up here in this town that I'm in right now.
Okay, wow. So you guys are both from the same town.
Yeah, both from the same town here in Italy.
So who came
That's
to
amazing.
who came to New Jersey first, you or her? Like, which family?
I think that my father came first, and then her father came, and you know, they came a little while later. You know, not that many, not that, you know, I think we came in 70, 71, I believe 70 or 71. I think we were here in 71, 9/11, 71. We came here.
Oh, wow.
So they came, you know, shortly after, maybe a couple years later.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then from that, you guys been living in New Jersey together, and you guys knew each other since, and then you guys just pretty much started dating. Like, how did that happen? Like the whole process.
Played house since we were kids, and it started from there, and pretty much grew up together, and then finally decided to start dating at around I guess around 26, 20. She was about maybe 26. I was probably about 27, 28. Yeah, that was about the age. And then we ended up
Now
getting
you
married.
have 4 beautiful daughters.
And now we have 4 beautiful daughters, and we gotta continue parenting and doing what we gotta do.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's unfortunate what happened, you know what I mean? But what are you gonna do? There's a lot of unfortunate things that happen in life, and it's kind of actually it's kind of disgraceful in a way. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you can't do nothing about it.
I'm a true
Well,
believer
how's that
in
in
that.
there?
That too, and I'm a true believer in like everything happens for a reason too. So you can't really, I wouldn't really call it disgraceful. Like maybe there's you still got a lot to live for. You still got life. So
I don't know. I'm just
No,
saying.
it means what he went through.
oh, okay, that's what you're
As
saying.
far as what the kids had to go through over such a little, I gotta say, minor crime. You know what I mean? It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I killed anybody or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I pulled a maid off and ran off with billions of dollars or anything like that. As a matter of fact, I didn't run off with anything. So,
But being in there must have been difficult because I've heard a few people who, had to go through that process, and deportation and all that. And I hear that there's nothing great in there.
Not even that. I was just watching. There's a Netflix documentary. I'm not sure if you've seen it, Joe, where they pretty much break down what's going on in there. But from what I heard, from what you went through, what you seen was kind of worse because they didn't show that part of Netflix. But when I was watching it on Netflix, I had no idea what was going on in ICE, what people was going through. And when I see how the officers and the director and the people there laughing, they're acting like it's a sport. They go catch people, and I was like, this is crazy.
No, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I was in federal prison for 3.5 years, and I was never put in a shoe. And I was put in a shoe in ICE for opening up a window because we had no outside air coming in, and we were always inside. It was ridiculous. I don't even know how I was able to withstand staying in there for 7 months because that was like the worst. That 7 months was like the whole 3 years that I was in prison. Crazy. It was definitely crazy. And, there's people that stay in there for years fighting. I mean, I did the 7 months and that was it. And I shouldn't have even did the 7 months. I should have just left way before that. But, I did it for the kids and, the family there and friends and whatever. And, listen, I did what I had to do, but at the end of the day, it wasn't worth it. You know what I mean? I should have left 7 months before. As soon as my sentence was done, I should have just left. Right. I never even went through. But look, it's over. It's done with, and life isn't so bad here. You know what I mean? Like I said, the only thing is, that you separated from the kids and everything like that, and family there. You know what I mean? And friends that I grew up with, and and I mean that's about it. But I mean, I adapt. I mean, it's good. I mean, it's not home. All right.
Right.
But it's better than where I was. You know what I mean?
But I see you're going to start doing the celebrity boxing now.
Yes. I got it.
That's good. When's that going to actually start? Have you started training and everything?
Yeah, actually, I was supposed to. Actually, I started training. Yeah, I've been training. I trained for 3 years while I was away too. So I mean, we always train out. I gained a little bit of weight out here, you know what I mean? But I gotta lose it.
Hey, but you still lost a lot of weight though.
Yeah, compared to the pictures and videos that I seen, you look
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 215 pounds when I went in.
Oh wow.
Oh wow, yeah,
right
you've lost weight.
180, I would say 182, something like that.
Oh, you're 182 right now?
Yeah, when I came out, I was $165. I was too skinny though. I didn't look good at 165. I look like a skeleton almost.
Oh wow.
Yeah, now you got muscle, you know?
You weigh as much as I am, pretty much.
Muscle, but like my face was like all sucked in and everything. You know, I guess from being I don't know. You think you look good in there, but I guess when you get out, you don't really look like it.
It's totally different.
Yeah. So, I mean, hey, look, there's guys in there for 20, 30 years for ridiculous stuff. You know what I mean? First-time drug offenders. And, I mean, listen, there's a lot of people in there going through a lot of, a lot worse than I went through. But it's tough, you know what I mean, when you get hit with those kind of sentences in there, you know?
Did they give you the option to did they give you the option to isolate yourself from the Gen Pop, or did you decide to go to Gen Pop?
No. I went to the general population because, when I first got to ICE over there, they wanted to keep me in isolation. Isolation was 3 or 4 rooms, locked up 24/7, not getting out at all. I couldn't take it anymore. I was ready to snap. And, I was in there for like 4 or 5 months. And then finally I went to general population. You know, it still wasn't great, but I mean, it was better than being in there. And, finally, I got the hell out of there. And, that's it. It's all put behind me. I'm never going to see those places again. So I really don't give a damn about those places. Well, I feel bad for the people that have to go through there, though.
Yeah, I heard you say that you seen people cutting their wrists and throats in there too.
Yeah. There's a lot of that going on over there. Yeah. There's a lot of that going on. Yeah. I mean, it's not a pleasant scene, you know what I mean? But you see a lot of things in there, a lot of unpleasant things. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Does that make you look at situations differently now? Like when you see people go through that?
Well, I mean, look, you don't want to see anybody go through that, you know what I mean? But these guys, they pretty much take, let's just say drug addicts, you know what I mean, off the street. They throw them in there. Now they're detoxing, you know what I mean? They
they go crazy.
And they go nuts, and that's what they do, I mean, almost all these guys they throw in there are like drug addicts, And, they don't, like, go through the proper procedures to like make them go through a detox or whatever it is that they have to do to get them to calm down, because when they're on this heroin and all this other stuff, you know what I mean, they go in there and they're just strung out. I mean, they'll do anything. I mean, they snort coffee. It's crazy what they do in there,
Wow.
Yeah, they'll do like anything to get high. And and then that plus there was a guy in there that was like almost 75 years old. The guy could barely walk. He could barely take care of himself. I mean, you go to the bathroom, in his bed and this and that. I mean, it was the stench was terrible. They wouldn't do anything about it. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, the stuff you see in there is ridiculous. And this guy was in there just for violating a DUI or something like that. Or they caught him going to a liquor store, getting a bottle of booze, and they put him in there for that long, for like a couple months, Ridiculous.
The things they do is inhumane sometimes,
Yeah. I mean, it's totally uncalled for. I mean, there's no way that guy deserved to be in there. I mean, he couldn't even take care of himself. You know what I mean? And you throw him in there. It's not like they got a nurse next to him taking care of him or anything like that. They just throw him in there like a piece of trash. And, here he is urinating and going to the bathroom. And, he's unable to wipe himself or anything like that. So, I mean, it's disgusting. You know what I mean? And, we had to help him take a shower and, and to clean himself up a little bit, just so that we could walk by him. I mean, it was disgusting. You know what I mean? So that's what you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah.
But, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, off the Netflix show that I was watching about that, I think they have like a certain amount of number that they have to hit because of the Trump, I guess, passed some type of law or something like that. So that's why they try to get as much as people as they can, even if it's bullshit. And I think they get paid more or something like that because of it.
Nah, you know what? It's a Commonwealth. All right, when you're in a Commonwealth state like Pennsylvania, all right, those are the laws. That's it. I mean, they wouldn't throw a guy like that in jail, I don't think, anywhere else. You know what I mean?
No.
It's a Commonwealth state, and the laws are way different up there in Pennsylvania. It's not like, I don't know where you're from. Where you from?
We're in Florida.
New York.
Yeah.
Oh, Florida. Commonwealth state, if you look it up, the laws are way different over there.
Mhm.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
not Jersey, New York, and that's where I was stuck. So I was stuck in that Commonwealth crap over there. And the laws are just way different over there. It's not, it's ridiculous. I don't even know how to help people live in there over there. I tell you the truth, I never want to go to Pennsylvania ever again.
No. My brother-in-law just moved over there too.
You better tell him get out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Just like the movie Get Out.
Locked up there.
He already said, he's like, I don't know if I'm gonna last more than a year, so maybe you're right,
Yeah, no, it's different over there. It's not like Florida. I've been to Florida. I've been all over, and things are different. You know what I mean? Listen, when you're just passing through, it's one thing, but when you actually get caught up in the system over there, because I was also a year and a half in Allenwood over there, and that's right there next to the ice place. And the place that I was in was actually an ice facility as well, because I was fighting my case from there, and my case wasn't over. That's why when my case ended, when my time was up, I had to go to ICE to continue fighting my case. And then I got the the denials and everything over there, and and then I had to also there was a bunch of things we just kept doing, just spending money, just spinning wheels and just wasting time. You know what I mean? That's all it was. But
yeah,
what are you gonna? I don't know if you blame the law, blame the judges. I don't know who you blame, but at the end of the day, it's over. I'm free, and they can stick all that Commonwealth, where.
Up their ass.
I know, literally. So how was filming the show? You did years of that.
Oh, filming on the Housewives.
Yeah.
And before we even get into that, how did y'all even get, whose idea? Did they come out? Did they reach out to you guys? How did y'all get on the show?
All right. Well, before, this Housewives, when they came and approached us 11 years ago, I didn't even know what a housewife was. I never heard of a housewife, or anything like that. So they basically came and they wanted to interview me. They interviewed my wife, and then for a while they were coming, chasing me to interview me. And I was redoing the house at the time up there where we're living now, and I was living there probably for already, I don't know, 7, 8 years, 10 years, something like that. So I decided to renovate the home, and they just happened to catch us in that, period when we were renovating the home. And after they interviewed us, they just wouldn't leave us alone. I mean, they chased us for a year before we decided, all right, let's do this thing, whatever it is. And they paid us nothing. It was crap, $25,000, I think, the first year. It was like nothing. It cost me like $100,000 to do that show that year.
Oh wow.
Just throwing parties and because
right, content for it.
All this stuff, you know what I mean? And so we didn't even know what the hell we were getting into. We had no idea. But then it just ended up being what it is.
Okay, and then
it was Luke.
Okay, and then I think I seen something on YouTube where you had asked have anybody ever got indicted by going on this show before, something like that?
Has anybody ever been indicted?
Yeah, you asked that question. So that's what there's a YouTube clip. I think it was an interview with Andy Cohen and Carolina Manzo or something like that, and they asked her, Caroline, they had asked her that was that fishy when they said you asked that. Is that true or no?
You know what? I don't know if I asked that or not. I don't remember. I don't recall. But look. I don't think if I wasn't on the show, I don't think they would have came after me. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody would have cared. You know what I mean?
Too much spotlight, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. You know what I mean? They see, a house that, you built, whatever, but they didn't see what it looked like before. I pretty much did it myself, you know what I mean? Spare time, you know what I mean? Every day after work, you know what I mean? A few hours here, a few hours there. I put things together, and that's what I do. You know what I mean? Just like I'm doing here. You know what I mean? I do the same thing here.
Right.
And, but yeah, listen. When the feds get involved, then it's a whole different ballgame. They find whatever it is. You know what I mean? My wife should have never went to prison, and to tell you the truth, I should have got maybe probation. All right, I shouldn't have even went to prison either, or maybe a year, not even a year at max. You know what I mean? But
well, and I think I did just see that Lori what's the girl who? Why can't I remember her name now?
Was he talking about the lady the college scandal?
Yeah, I don't feel like that's even fair either. Like, she should get more time for, like, some things, you know, they don't give them time, and some things they do.
I don't know. What did she get?
She did like a whole college scandal where she I think embezzling money or something through the college. Or
No, she paid off the school like a lot of money, and basically lied on her children's college admissions and did like this whole big thing.
And what did she get?
She got, I want to say it was like only 3 months.
Yeah, you know what?
I didn't.
She only got 2 months.
The justice system does what they want. There's no, there's no set rules or no set time for certain things. It's whatever the judge wants to do, and which is ridiculous. You know what I mean? That's why the system is so screwed up over there. You know, everybody should get the same thing, you know, for whatever it is, whatever crime it is. If it's murder, you should get X amount of years. If it's, whatever it is, well, if it's murder, maybe you should get life. I mean, I don't know. But, but murderers get less time than I got. I know that. And, it's just crazy. I mean, it's just so many crazy, things in there. I mean, there's people that, ripped off people for like hundreds of millions. That guy, 17 years, 20 years, you know what I mean? There's people that got life, like Madoff, but he got he ripped off people for billions. But he did a different, scam. I guess it all depends on whatever, depends on whatever scam it is. I mean, me, it was just basically signing fake tax returns. Big friggin' deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but yours is considered a blue-collar crime. And I know
80% of America didn't do that, but that's okay. You know what I mean? That's what everybody did. No big deal.
And another crazy part about it, I didn't know Judge Salas was the judge on your case. And she recently just had a gunman come to her house and killed her son and hurt her husband.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, that's unfortunate. You know what I mean? But, listen, I don't know. Listen, I feel bad for her son. You know what I mean? I don't know. Listen, I don't know the judge. You know what I mean? I just happen to be one of her, cases. And, I don't know what kind of judge she was or, anything about her. So, I mean, I really don't know. I don't know. But I know that we applied while I was in, ICE. Just for a simple thing, and it cost me like $30,000 with a lawyer over there at Critchley, and just to go in and see if she could just reword something for the immigration judge so that I didn't get deported. Mm-hmm. It was something simple. I mean, I already did my time. I mean, She could have did it in a minute, and she didn't even want to look at the case. She didn't even want to look at it. So it was a waste of $30,000 and waiting 3 or 4 months for her to respond.
Do you feel like
once for that?
Do you feel like they were trying to make an example out of you?
You know what? I don't know what they were trying to do, but at the end of the day, if they think that they made an example and they're, and they feel good about it, then so be it. But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know what they accomplished by doing what they did. You know what I mean? It wasn't right. You know what I mean? They got the housewife of New Jersey. Big friggin' deal.
It's crazy. I guess part of your plea deal was that your wife did no time, but she still ended up doing 11 months.
How's that fair?
You know what? The judge was actually saying a lot of, unnecessary things during the case, about my wife buying Jimmy Choo shoes and all this other crap. I don't know what the hell that had to do with anything.
What does that have to do with the case? Yeah, what does that have to do with the case?
Yeah, I don't know. But if you look through the scripts, you'll see that she mentioned all that stuff about Jimmy Choo shoes and living a lifestyle that she couldn't live. And I'm like, listening to her, I wasn't saying anything. I'm like, look, I lived the lifestyle that I did because I could live that lifestyle. And I worked and I had to do. And I had a lot of apartments and a lot of everything. And I could live any lifestyle I wanted to live at the time because I was able to do it. All right. Not because my wife wanted to buy Jimmy Choo shoes. All right. Or whatever the hell she was saying. You know what I mean? I was just listening, but I mean, just not paying any attention. But at the end of the day, I mean, it had nothing to do with that. I mean, basically the market crashed, okay? In 2008, 2009, the market crashed. I had a lot, just like a lot of other people had a lot on their shoulders. And when the banks start lending and this stopped lending, yeah, things go bad. They went bad for a lot of people. I mean, at least I was able to save a lot of things, right? A lot of people lost completely everything. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, look, I'm still living. I'm still doing what I got to do. And, you know, I always manage to find something to do, you know what I mean? A different business, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Here, I'm doing the same. I'm, you know, rebuilding houses here and, you know, rebuilding stuff that we have here. And I actually redid the house that I'm in right now, which is my grandfather's house while we were in quarantine and so forth. So I redid this whole house inside, you know what I mean? I redid the house, which was Teresa's dad's house. I, you know, pretty much almost got that all done. But since he passed away, now we got to get all the paperwork in order and get all the deeds in order and get all the properties subdivided the right way. So that's what we're doing now today. I actually have to go to the notary and get some things straightened out over there. And that's what you do. You know what I mean? I don't know the language. I mean, I know the language. I just don't understand. I can't read and write. You know what I mean? Italian.
Right.
But, you know, I think I Google Translate.
Yeah,
So,
I know. I've got cousins that live over there, and I'm constantly on Google Translate sometimes talking to them. So
yeah.
that's like the best invention. So is that what you're going to do now? Start flipping the houses and,
Well,
you know.
so I'm starting with these couple. I got a lot, and I got this here, which are ready to build. So, I mean, this year is almost done. So I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to see how this one goes. And if this one goes well, I'll do the other one. You know what I mean? And then we'll take it from there. You know? But like I said, I got the fight in December.
Did they tell you who you fight yet or not yet?
Yeah, J-Lo's ex-husband.
Ex-husband, yeah.
Alex Rodriguez, right?
No, the other guy.
He's the baseball
Mark
guy.
Anthony?
The first husband. Her first husband. Some Ujani or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I keep
Ujani.
forgetting she got married like a lot of times.
She can't even count.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
how easy? Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
But yeah, so now we got Buster Douglas as a referee.
I seen that.
Mm.
That's a good one, man.
I actually talked to him the other night. Cool guy, him and his brother. I talked to him and his brother.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so that was cool. I mean, actually, it was cool. I actually watched the video of him knocking Tyson out today. I bet Tyson knocked him down first, though. You know?
Yeah,
he knocked
Tyson.
Yeah, Tyson knocked him down in I think the 8th round, and then Buster Douglas knocked him out in the 10th round.
How do you feel about
Tyson did give him that uppercut and put him down, though.
Yeah.
But he got back up, and nobody really ever gets up from that punch, you know?
Yeah. How do you feel about
I know I wouldn't.
How do you feel about Tyson getting back in the ring now?
Yeah, that's good for him, you know? Actually, you know, I don't know Tyson personally, but my brother knows him very well. He his friend, Earl, all right, bought my father's house in Montville, New Jersey. And he was at my father's house all the time, you know, where we have pictures of him and my father, my brother, my sister, and, you know, my nieces when they were very young. And, you know, they were, he was around a long time ago. So he was at my, you know, he knew my father very well. And he was always at the house every Sunday, you know. Yeah, so Tyson was around for a while. My brother used to drive him around in his Range Rover back in the day. And, you know, so my brother knows him very well. And, I mean, he looks good, you know, Tyson. He looks good. I seen him in some video hitting something over there, hitting a couple, you know, he looked like he's back in the game. So let's see, you know. Yeah,
I seen something online. Someone was like, would you let him hit you now for $1 million? I was like, no, it's going to cost $1 million if you get me out of surgery.
If you get up.
Yeah, if I get back up. He looked like he still got it.
Yeah, no, for sure. Hey, listen, he was the greatest heavyweight champion in the world. So, I mean, you know, you got to give it to him. I mean, he was great. And, You know what? Look, I would have stepped in a ring with him if if he would have wanted to do it. But I mean, I don't know what I would have done in there. But I mean,
as long as the payday is good.
that's it. You know what I mean? I can run a little bit. You know what I mean?
Just run around the ring, get him tired. Hopefully.
Get him tired. You know, you got to get him tired.
Isn't that what Muhammad Ali used to do? Is just kind of like keep dancing until he tired someone out?
Yeah, that was more of a mind trick, though. He would do that to get in your head.
What was his saying? Fly
Sing like a bee or something like that.
Sing like a bee and fly. I forget what his saying was.
We got close, though. We got close to knowing the saying, though.
Yeah, like that. But yeah. So anyway, I got into a few businesses. You know what I mean, and one of them is Zalo USA, and it's basically
I saw that.
Women's massagers, for women, and it's actually the Rolls Royce of women massagers. And I also got my wife involved. I'm like, you know what, Trick, I got to pay you anyway every freaking month. So, I mean, I might as well make you business. Make your own damn money. All right, whatever we make, I give you half, and see you later. I mean, she's taking care of the 4 kids anyway. So, I mean, I don't care.
Go.
And, most husbands would say they make nothing, but listen, I love my kids, and, I can't be that way, and, I wouldn't even live right, you know what I mean, by
Right.
not sending money to my kids. I just wouldn't feel right. So, anyway, so I got her involved. She's actually the brand ambassador in the United States, and I'm basically the brand ambassador of Europe. So basically, together, it's a good business, It's
Well, I bet now with quarantine, your sales might be up.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's a business that I always wanted to get into, all right? And I just never got the right partner. And I didn't want to get into those cheesy, things over there. But if you go on the site and you check it out, Zalo,
I saw they're all like very sleek and jewels and
right. The leather is Louis Vuitton leather, made here in Italy. All right.
Okay.
The design are French and Italian. Okay, so the product is it's top notch. It's not like one of these like these cheap
right. When you buy in like a store.
Yeah, whatever they are, and they're not even that expensive. All right, and but they're all good. We got the King Thruster, which is the latest one. You know what I mean? I sent my wife and the girls over there a bunch of them, so they could check them out. You know what I mean? And
you might have to send some over here too. We need some too over here.
Well, listen, man, you send me your address over there, and I'll send them over. You know what I mean? You can check them out. I got to tell you, the one box looks like a Johnny Walker Blue box. You know what I mean? You open it up. I mean,
and those are good. That drink is good.
I mean, the packaging is amazing. All right, and it comes with all full instructions. I mean, they got remote controls. I mean, it's crazy, and they all have where you can download. And, each one of them have an app where you download, the app, and it basically tells you exactly how each one works and what they do. And, I mean, it's it's a top notch.
It sounds like the Rolls Royce for real.
Oh, they won 3 or 4, trophies for being top, whatever they are.
Top of the line.
Top of the top. Massagers, all right, for women, and and it won 3 or 4, 3 or 4 years in a row. I think it won 2 or 3 or whatever 4 before this COVID, and I just happened to get involved with this guy, and we just started talking, and now I'm actually part of the business. You know what I mean? So I'm not a salesman. Teresa's not a salesperson. I actually just got her involved maybe a few days ago. All right, so now she is, I said, listen, why wouldn't you? At first she was like, I don't want to get involved in selling these things. I was like, well, Trey, listen, you want to get paid every month, don't you? You know what I mean? I feel much better if you're
It
involved.
pays.
All right?
Yeah.
And just half, you know what I mean? And that's it. And go, do whatever you got to do with it. Than me just giving you the money every month for doing nothing. You know what I mean? I'd rather you work for it. I mean, you're advertising all kinds of other things that you're just advertising. Why not advertise things that is part of your
revenue?
Your business. You don't want to advertise everybody else's business. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it, Buck.
Yeah, plus you're creating opportunity, not just for you guys, just you could pass it down to the kids too.
Listen, it's forever. You know what I mean? Every month, you know what I mean? You get paid X amount of dollars. You know what I mean? It's a great product. All right. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's, and I tell my kids too, my daughter's like, oh, great, Dad, you're selling dildos now. And I'm like, no. It's not like that. All right. This is like the Rolls Royce of what you just said. I'm not going to repeat what you just said. Right? And it's something that, when you get older, you'll see is a great product.
Yeah, right now they're not really meant to understand that stuff,
which is understandable, you know what I mean? And
listen, but they don't complain when we buy them cars and clothes and all that with the money from it.
Oh no, they want that money, you know what I mean? Like my daughter.
Oh yeah.
Gia, you know what I mean? Dad, can you pay for my trip? Mom doesn't want to pay for it. All right, Gia. All right, so I pay for that, and then she calls me up a couple of days. Dad, I need some spending money. I'm like, really? Send her some money.
You got to do it in increments,
Yeah, look, I don't care. You know what I mean? They're my kids, and you got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? You got to step up to the plate as best you could and do what you can for them.
Oh yeah, I got 3, so I feel you.
You understand how it is.
Yep, and the 2 girls, it's like the older they get, the more needy they are.
Yeah. How old are your kids?
Both girls are 8 and the boy is 14. He actually 14, yeah. He actually just started high school today.
Nice. Did they let him back in school or no?
No, no. Not yet, at least. They're thinking about it. They're doing that survey now to determine whether or not, they should go back or not. I personally am okay with them just, waiting it out a little bit. But to each his own. I also own my own business, so I get the luxury of that, because, you get to kind of make your own schedule, have a little more flexibility with the kids,
Right.
instead of, you can't work or anything. So
What's funny is my daughter goes to me, Dad, you've been out in Italy for almost a year now, and you haven't gotten a job. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah. I'm like, I have a few businesses. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm also starting, I'm almost done with the whole website and everything. I've been working on it actually for a year, and it's actually almost done now. But sports handicap, and it's something that I learned in prison with somebody, and it's actually a very cool business that I enjoy doing. And it's pretty much sports handicapping is basically you give picks for people for sports, all right? And we were doing like 70%, picking 70% winners, which is pretty good. So now if you do straight bets, let's say you bet 1,000, all right, $100 on each team, you're going to basically on your $1,000, you should be doing about 300, let's just say, that's how much you'll be winning every. Let's say 700, you're going to win. Now, if you're doing 70%, you're winning 700, you're losing 3. All right. So basically, on 1,000, you're winning 700 a day, which is not bad. All right. But most people don't do that. They like to do all these crazy bets and and want to win millions. But if you just want to do is play, regular straight bets, you know what I mean? That's those are the odds. The 70%, 68 to 70%. We pick winners. And it works. So now I'm getting it all like into code and, so where you go online and, basically you just pick your picks and, it gives you the picks for the day. We tell you basically what you should do, and then you do whatever you want to do. And it's just basically a monthly, you pay monthly to,
like a membership?
Yeah, like a membership every month. And that's what I've been working on. And so that's like my main thing that I've been working on. And
is that for the betting, is it only going to be like during the season, or do they get to kind of do like preseason or anything like that?
And I don't know, preseason, it does everything, you know, because people bet for everything. So, I mean, it goes for baseball, basketball,
Okay.
Football, you know, everything.
Soccer,
So it goes for
everything, yeah.
soccer, I believe soccer too. And not sure about the soccer. All right, but I'm almost positive it goes for the soccer as well. Yes, we do soccer. We don't do the other thing over here that they do here. I forgot what it's called. Where it's kind of like rugby.
Oh, okay. Rugby's rough though. That is a rough sport.
Yeah. We don't bet we don't do the rugby stuff over there because that's pretty big over here. Is rugby in Europe. But I got the architect that keeps calling in over here because I was supposed to meet him. Are we almost right about wrapped up? Or are we?
Yeah.
I just had a couple questions before we end it. I know you're saying that you got to go do the deeds and everything like that, and for your for Teresa's father and everything like that. How easy is it to claim land? Because I know you're saying in one of your YouTube videos that somebody can claim a property or land, and if for some reason it's theirs now.
Yes, if you don't, if you don't do these, like there's a couple of properties next to the one house that I've been doing there. I don't know if you go on YouTube over there, you'll see this old villa that I'm doing over there. There's a couple of other properties that are attached to the property that anybody could just claim and say it's theirs. You know what I mean? So you have to get all these things deeded right because over here they just work on a piece of paper. You know, they write on a piece of paper, I paid you $300 or $500 for the piece of property, and that's how it's all written. Like if you get all of Teresa's, you know, dad's paperwork and mother's paperwork, it's all just paper. You know what I mean?
That's the old school way, you know. Keep your word.
And I mean, even all my father's properties here are done the same way. That's another thing that I got to get into soon over there and look into that. But I want to do one thing at a time. And, you know, so there's, you know, all kinds of things that you got to like, and you got to do it right. It's just like you do it over there now, you know, you do it over here. You got to get it deeded. You got to get it subdivided, you know, and deeded the right way with lawyers and everything else. So, I mean, it's going to cost a couple dollars, but you know what? What are you going to do? I'm doing it for the kids. And, yeah, and plus, you know what, Teresa's like, you know, I've known her forever. So, I mean, I want, you know, I wish her well, and you know, and it's unfortunate what happened to us, but I mean, at the end of the day, we'd probably most definitely still be together if I would have just came out and just went home, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, listen, I live over here in Europe, and you know, what are you gonna do? We're like two different worlds here, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
tough to hold a relationship like that, you know what I mean? And I can't expect my kids to move out here, you know what I mean? Yeah,
that sucks though.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? Life is what it is. You know, at the end of the day.
What's the process to?
One day things will change, but who knows? Till then, you know what I mean. I gotta do what I gotta do out here. Go to the Bahamas, do my fight. You know what I mean. Keep selling. Keep selling these great massages and work on the other things that I'm working on. You know what I mean. That's all you can do.
Yeah. So what's the process to getting back into America? Like, is there a process to, like, do you have to file paperwork, or they're like, what's like, how does it work when you get deported?
At the end of the day, I was on The Apprentice there. I mean, Mr. Trump could easily just give me, you know, something.
Pardon or something.
Come back. I mean, he is the president. You know what I mean? I met him a few times, 2 or 3 times. I mean, we were on good terms when we met. I mean, who knows? Maybe, you know, someday, you know, you never know. You know?
It's true.
Listen, I got to just knock a few people out.
After your boxing match, you're going to be real ready.
Well, after that, we're going to be doing celebrity boxing MMA.
Oh,
cool.
So, I mean, that's the next one, all right? The next step is celebrity boxing MMA. And, you know, we got to mix that in, you know what I mean? Which is kind of fun because it's not really like we're looking to break anybody's arms or anything in these type of fights here. I mean, but, you know, you do hit each other. It's not like you're not hitting each other. I mean, you hit each other. And, it's going to be exciting. You know what I mean? It's going to be exciting. And I think everybody will want to watch this. And it's fun to see somebody, come out. But forget, a lot of celebrities do mixed martial arts and everything like that. And you got a lot of guys, even retired MMA guys, that were, whatever, that come in, and we could have them come on, you know what I mean? So it should be fun,
All right.
Boxing is kind of like, boxing is just kind of, I don't know. Everybody, I guess, kind of lost a little interest in boxing a little bit,
Yeah, it hasn't been the same kind of.
I've tried it, but for whatever reason, man, that thing really hurts my finger muscles. Like, I tried boxing for the first time. I didn't realize my fingers had muscles in there.
Yeah. No, that's good. I mean, look, tomorrow I'm going to start sparring, you know what I mean? And getting used to getting hit again. Because I haven't really, been, actually, since I was away. I mean, when I was away, we'd actually have, we would actually hit each other and spar and everything in there. But it's something that I guess you don't lose, you know what I mean? It's kind of like throwing, stucco on the wall, you know what I mean? You just don't lose it, you know what I mean? It's just something that I've been doing since I was a kid, you know what I mean? I was 16 when I started doing, taekwondo and jiu-jitsu and all that. So, I mean, it's something that you don't lose,
Okay.
And I still pretty damn good for, at my age. I kick better than the 20-year-olds.
They probably kick better than me, so I feel you.
I know you have to. I know you have to go, so I wanted to wrap it up with 2 questions. Since we're Caroline, that's her name, right? Caroline Manzo.
Right.
Yeah, she did a prediction about your legal issues and the future of your marriage on the show in the beginning. Now that everything happened now, do you look at it like, wow, this is crazy? Or do you feel like she was one? Because I know Teresa always, she's been saying that she thinks she was involved in the case as far as snitching.
Nah, I pretty much know who the snitches were. You know what I mean? It was my ex-partner and, and he was a realtor, you know what I mean? So he was one for sure, 100% snitch, because he never got indicted. And, he did everything I did. Nothing that he did that I didn't do. You know what I mean? So he never got indicted. I got indicted, and they basically weren't interested in him because I guess he wasn't in the public eye. So he wouldn't have been of big interest to anybody, And so they came after me and my wife, and I don't believe the Manzos had anything to do with it. You know what I mean? She might have predicted whatever she predicted, and look, people say things that I'm sure that they don't mean. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, listen, what comes around goes around. I mean, look, somebody just got indicted in their family not too long ago over there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, you can't always predict things, you know what I mean? And, what they say, I believe in that. What comes around goes around, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't wish no harm on no one, but at the end of the day, when you do bad, it all comes back to you at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You can only do bad for so long. Eventually, it's going to catch up to you.
Yeah, I agree.
So, I mean, I don't see any thief that could steal forever without getting caught.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? That could kill forever and never get caught. You know what I mean? Eventually, they always get caught. You know what I mean? So, look, you could, what comes around goes around at the end of the day. And, I never put my nose into anybody's business. If somebody's in trouble and they're going through some hard times, you know what I mean, and you want to kick them when they're down, then, that's on you. That doesn't make you a great person at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, at any point, did you was there a time where you was like, you had an idea that the feds were coming, or they just caught you off guard?
No, I knew they were coming. You know what I mean? They didn't come and actually arrest me. You know what I mean? And, that they didn't do. They didn't come and arrest me. They basically just, let my lawyer know that, that they were coming. And, I pretty much, I don't know if I hired the wrong lab. That definitely hired the wrong lawyer for sure for the beginning. But, But at the end of the day, listen, it's over and it's done, and it's water under the bridge. You know what I mean? It's all you got to do now is just look forward and never look back. You know what I mean? Just
yeah, keep focusing on your projects, your new things, everything you got going on.
That's it, man. New Italian women, you know what I mean? Whatever's going on.
Oh my God! My last question is that your family actually started a petition hoping Donald Trump was going to pretty much stop the deportation, and people are giving especially Teresa, a lot of backlash. They're pretty much saying, "Where was this energy for Mexican families that Trump, who you supported, separated? Not only your family matters." Were you aware of that statement or no?
No, I wasn't actually.
Yeah, there was an article about this, and I guess she was getting backlash for that on social media. Last year, I guess, whenever they started the petition.
You know what? Maybe when I was away. Yeah. Well, listen. You know, not every family is the same. I mean, a lot of Mexican families come in here totally illegal with nothing. All right. So I mean, they live here. They don't pay taxes. I pay taxes. I did every damn thing. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I paid a lot of damn taxes. All right. So at the end of the day, for people, and I'm still paying, and I shouldn't even have to pay right now because I'm not even in that damn country. All right.
What? They still got you paying?
No, of course. You know, but at the end of the day,
that's crazy.
You know, these guys come in there, you know, they don't pay anything. They just send all their cash to Mexico. All right.
Yeah.
With a whole different story. Okay. So now if you want to come to the U.S. and not pay any taxes, send all your cash to Mexico, and which I understand, you know, Trump's, you know, view and, you know, what they're talking about in the sense of.
No, but I get it. I think, you know, if you want to be here and kind of play the citizen role, you kind of got to do the citizen things.
Let it go through the system. You know what I mean? Listen, I had a green card. My problem is I didn't actually do the whole citizenship, which was stupid of me, which I should have, and I never did it. All right. But that was the only mistake I made. But if I would have became a citizen, I would have maybe did not even a year of med on the street. You know what I mean? And I would have been done, you know, but being that I didn't, and, you know, listen, I paid the price for it. You know what I mean? And, it is what it is at this point. You know what I mean? There's nothing you can really do. But I understand where Trump comes from as far as, and I don't think he's pretty much geared towards Mexicans or whoever, you know what I mean? Just basically whoever is illegal, you know what I mean, should just come in and do things the right way, which is understandable because, listen, it's been like that forever. Under Obama, how many millions of people got deported, but nobody talks about it? You know what I mean? It's the same thing. You know, the systems have been the same forever. It hasn't changed since he came in or whoever. You know, they just don't like him and they just talk about him all the time, you know what I mean, and just say negative things about him all the time. But in my opinion, I don't think he's a bad president for the United States, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I think he's doing a good job there. And I think without Trump there, I think the United States is going to be in a lot of trouble. But and that's just my opinion.
You don't like Joe Biden?
Into politics because I don't give a shit. I never voted for anybody, so I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? I'm not a politician, so I don't give a damn. They're trying to get me into politics over here, and I'm an Italian citizen. And I say, no, I'm not interested. I don't give a damn who the hell wins over here. Who gives a shit about them? You know?
So I know you said that you had a green card, but you didn't apply for citizenship. Why? Why didn't you? Like, what was going through your head at those times? What made you?
Stupid, and it was just so easy to do back in the day. You know what I mean? I could have got it done so many times, and I just never did. And just stupid. You know what I mean? I could have just got a lawyer for $1,000 and did it. I never did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because stupid.
Yeah, I was about to say that because you could have got that fixed, like, especially when you guys were.
I think it's something that you don't really think about when you come to this country so little, is what I've noticed. Because I know a few people, like, they came with their parents and they still haven't done their citizenship just because, you know, you don't really think about it when you're here for so long.
Like, I just seen some.
I'll tell you what the problem is. When you come here as a little kid like that, it's not important for you to become a citizen, grow up as an American. When people come from different countries and they're already 18, 20 years old, they're determined to become a citizen. You know what I mean? Because they know they can be deported any time. But when you grow up in a country and you go to school there and you did everything there, you would never think in a million years that you're going to get deported. And, you know, I was always a working guy. I was never like into like, you know, things that I would think that I would get deported for, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know, listen, things happen. So, I mean, yeah, everybody should definitely get their paperwork straight, you know what I mean? Because you could get deported on a DUI. Yeah,
that's crazy. Well, I know you have to go. Thanks for coming on. We definitely have to do a part 2 soon to see what's up, what happened after the fight, see if you won or not.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I can't lose, you know what I mean? If I lose, I won't be able to come back to Italy.
Rocky Balboa. All right. Thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it.
Listen, it was good talking to you, and take care of yourselves. All right, nice meeting you.
Thank you. So great to meet you.
Don't forget, me and Lisa's gonna send you the address.
Yes, send it to me. Be safe. Wash your hands. All right, that's the most important thing.
Yes. All right.
Well,
have a good one, man.
Bye-bye.
Good luck.
Take care.
For culture.